Hi, I'm Don Rusnak, Chair of the Liberal Indigenous Caucus and Member of Parliament for Thunder Bay Rainy River. June is National Aboriginal History Month. This is a month for all of us to honor the heritage, contributions, and culture of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis communities across the lands we share. It is also an opportunity to reflect upon the hardships that Indigenous people have faced throughout our shared history, to celebrate their resistance and resilience. To mark this month, I would like to tell you about the Royal Commission on Aboriginal Peoples. The Oka Crisis of 1990 played a major role in the creation of the Commission. Developers in the town of Oka were given the green light to expand a golf course. This expansion crossed into sacred Mohawk burial grounds. Mohawk people from Kanesatake put up a blockade to prevent the development on their sacred territories, blocking access to some major highways. A fierce standoff between the Mohawks and provincial police, as well as the Canadian Army, lasted for 78 days. Eventually, an agreement was reached when the federal government stepped in to mediate the situation. After all of this, it was clear that there needed to be discussions on relations between Canada and Indigenous peoples. The government established the Royal Commission on Aboriginal Peoples, RCAP for short. The purpose of this commission would be to provide recommendations to the long-standing issues that Indigenous peoples faced. The report took 5 years to complete and had over 440 recommendations on how to improve the lives of Indigenous peoples. Many of the suggestions included policy ideas that would guide the government in addressing social, health, education, and infrastructure needs within Indigenous communities. The Commission also recommended creating a new proclamation based on the Royal Proclamation of 1763 that would recognize the rights and self-determination of Indigenous nations. RCAP showed that there can be a way forward for Canada and Indigenous peoples, and is one of the many pieces of our shared history that connects us all to this journey of reconciliation. This month, I encourage you all to learn about the history, culture, and traditions of the Indigenous peoples in your community. As our Prime Minister has said, the first step to true reconciliation is learning more about one another. Thank you. Merci. Miigwech.